Well, first off, happy Easter. I hope it was a good Easter for you and yours. I know the rain was problematic, the heavy rainfall, the risk of severe weather. We did end our Easter Sunday, though, with beautiful conditions over most of the area. Now, the severe weather that did sweep through this afternoon, it's now swept out of the area this evening, continue to push across the Mississippi River, where we're still finding a risk of severe weather from Illinois down into eastern Arkansas. At this stage, still producing some severe weather locally in our area. No official confirmed tornadoes, but we did get quite a few reports of damaging winds along with high wind gusts and even a few reports of hail, but nothing greater than quarter size. Rainfall totals, that was the big headline for the holiday weekend. We knew we were going to see big rain amounts. We got big rain amounts, especially along and north of I-44. In Springfield, officially over 4 inches over the last 48 hours. In Monette, just shy of 4 inches. Over 4.5 inches in the Bentonville area, looking north up toward Lake Ozarks. Over 3 inches of rainfall, over 3 inches in the Rolla area. And some spots picked up probably over 5 inches of rainfall. I know my rain gauge on the south side of Springfield, I had over 4 inches before I came into work, and we probably tacked on another quick half an inch of rainfall with the storms that moved through. So pretty close to 5 inches, I think, here in the Springfield area as well. Looking at the month of April, the rain has come in 2 big waves. We had the big wave at the beginning of the month, which came with severe weather. And now we've had the second wave that has come through at the middle of the month, also with a bit of severe weather. 2.46 inches of rain officially recorded today since midnight in Springfield. That is a daily rainfall record. And again, looking at the record books, that is our wettest Easter in at least 50 years. That's as far back as we looked. But it may be the wettest Easter on record for the Springfield area. Looking at the month of April, when we look at all the rain that we've had, we've picked up over 10 inches. That is tied for 4th wettest April on record. The wettest April back in 1945, a little over a foot of rainfall. And folks, we've still got some time. We've got another week and a half of April to get through, and there will be additional chances for rainfall, and some of it could be heavy. Thankfully, though, we get a couple of days to dry out. The storm has swept through our area. The severe weather risk has shifted east out of our area, and we've got mild dry air blowing in right now, and will continue to blow into the area through Monday. So back to work conditions look quiet. We may start the day off with clouds, but the clouds will thin out by about mid-morning, and I think we're looking at a beautiful afternoon across the region. Mostly clear skies tomorrow night, and as we look ahead to Tuesday, I think on Tuesday we'll find some waves of high cloudiness, but all in all a fairly bright day, and it will be a warmer day too. In fact, taking a look at temperatures tonight, we dip into the 40s. Tomorrow we're back in the low 70s. Winds will be light too, out of the southwest at about 5 to 10 miles per hour in the afternoon. Tomorrow night down to 50, and then on Tuesday we're knocking on the door of 80 degrees with winds not terribly strong out of the south at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Now this is where we go after Tuesday. Gulf moisture is going to be flowing north into the region. The jet stream pattern is a little bit flatter, but we've still got a pattern that's going to feature a little bit of a trough in the west that's going to sling these little pockets of upper level energy through our region, interacting with that moisture moving north from the Gulf, and that's going to lead to unsettled weather starting Wednesday and lasting through Friday until we can get a front through. And here's the result: a chance for showers on Wednesday. I do expect scattered showers and thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday. The good news is there's not a strong signal for severe weather at this point, and I don't think that that's changed. I'm not saying that there wouldn't be an isolated severe storm or two in that stretch of weather. I just don't think that we're going to see anything widespread like we saw this afternoon, Carissa. I think the next risk of widespread severe weather, from what I can see, will hold off until after the upcoming weekend. So those last few days of the month of April, I think we could see another strong storm system impacting the region, but the weather quieting down at least until then.
Yeah, you know, that's pretty much what you can expect out of April, right? That's not a bad looking forecast by any means.
Yeah, and you know, look, going back to, again, those wet Aprils, 2017 was in there. That was our second wettest April on record in Springfield. We picked up over a foot of rainfall that month of 2017. And this April has been very similar. I mean, in 2017, we had these big rainstorms, these big waves of wet weather, and that's what we've had this month.
Yeah, well, thank you, Jamie.